Buzzing right now, did the U.S. government lie about burying Osama bin Laden at sea? The internet buzzing most of the day with reports about emails released by WikiLeaks.
Those secret emails, reportedly taken from security organization Stratofor, imply that bin Laden's body was flown to Dover, Delaware in a CIA plane, then taken to Bethesda, Maryland, where it was cremated.
That, of course, is very different than the story told to us, the public. As expected, this alleged leak has sparked furious debate all over the internet today. So we are asking for your thoughts on today's reports.
And joining us to talk about this topic and everything else making a buzz today, we have Dave Sislak, currently working in public relations.
And he has also written for the Arizona Republic, and he organized President Obama's campaign right here in Arizona during the 2008 election. Welcome back.
Thank you. I was the communications director. You always give me too much credit for that. I appreciate it. No, you give me a promotion. I appreciate
you
that.
You had a big job to do.
Yes. Yeah.
This information, again, not coming from the government. These emails were from a security strategy firm.
Right. I mean, I don't know why. What motive would there be to lie about that? If they cremated him, I think they would have said that versus burial at sea. Quite frankly, who cares? The man was a terrorist. He murdered thousands of people. I know we need to respect cultures and all that, but this was a murderer and a terrible person. Who cares how they buried him? What's the difference?
And so many people echoing your sentiments. You know, so many Americans saying it doesn't really matter what the government did with this body as long as it's gone and discarded.
Right. I mean, they got him off the earth. Thank goodness for that, before he hurt anybody else. I think if they were trying to respect culture, good for them for doing that. If they cremated him, I don't really care. Quite frankly, I wish they'd put him on display for people to see that if you attack this country, that's what happens to you. And, sorry, pal.
But then you have other people who say, about this information, if it is proven to be true, our government lied to us. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
then?
well, and if that is true, that was stupid. That was not smart on their part. They might as well have just said, we cremated the guy, end of story. I don't know why they'd come up with this burial at sea story other than to perhaps, again, it was about, I know they were really big on respecting culture and not irritating other Arabic countries, but for crying out loud, the guy was a terrorist. I don't care what nationality he was. Good for them for getting rid of him, however they did it.
But don't you think we're a bit naive if we don't assume the government doesn't lie to us about other things as well? I mean, under the guise of national security, I guarantee you there's more out there that we don't know.
Maybe, and you know what? I don't want to know everything about national security. I think most Americans shouldn't know everything about national security. There's things that you have to keep secret to defend this country. There's a line with that, obviously. Privacy, we talked about it. You guys talked about it yesterday on the show. Privacy is a big deal and things like that. But I don't think that every American has the right to know about every single thing that the president and that the CIA and NSA are doing to protect our homeland.
And you make a good point, but there's a difference between lying and withholding information.
Right.
Yeah, let's get to what you guys really quickly on Facebook. Francis Stark says he's dead. I don't care if his body was dumped at sea or cremated and put in a compost heap. At least we got him and Saddam Hussein.
Shelley Correll says, I would have preferred they not bring him back to American soil. Did they lie? It wouldn't surprise me.
Donna Roundtree, how do we know he's dead? Oh yeah, they said he was. I forgot. We don't get lied to.
Charles Zeller says, wow, you guys are actually printing someone's speculation from a stolen email via a hacker group. I think you are reaching a bit with this one. He's dead, period. Wait, unless you think he's with Elvis.
And Charles, a lot of people echoing what Charles is saying, but this was trending since about 7 o'clock this morning. I mean, everybody is talking about this. So
you guys have to cover that story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'm
Everyone's
a former reporter.
talking
It's
about
not
it.
negotiable.
No.
You have to. Yeah,
that's for sure. Well, we're going to keep